Hey y'all, it's Girl Talk No Chaser. I'm your girl Shauna Speaks to Inspire.
I am Nikki Monique.
Nicole Monique.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, girl? Today. It's been a trying week and a trying month. Little victory, little losses we had this week, you know. With the George Floyd case, we got a conviction ×3.
Yeah.
Then the little girl that got shot. Then that was a big loss. But today, yeah.
Men.
See, we got on the good hats today. We got on our good hats.
Men. Brace your little seats.
Yeah, please hold on. Okay, so I got an issue. So we told you like a while ago that we were definitely coming for Mr. Kevin Samuels, and I watched his podcast with the Joe Budden's podcast, and he is civilized when he's talking to men. I almost thought he was regular, honey.
I'm not surprised.
So for those of you that don't know who Kevin Samuels is, Google him. I'm sure you're only going to find a few articles. He's a what is he called again? Oh, fashion. Excuse me, consultant that gives advice to women.
Who has he dressed?
Himself.
Oh. So I'm a fashion consultant
Me too. We are fashion consultants today. You hear me? I did this all by myself. You look good, girl. Yes. Okay, look. All right. So we've been really holding our tongues on this dude. So by far, you already know that we don't emasculate men. But we talk about those men that we're trying to get y'all to stay away from. You know, we got the Derrick Jacksons. We talked about him. We got Steve Harvey. We have Dr. R.C. Blake.
Mm-hmm.
We have Steven Speaks. We have, who else?
Trent Shelton.
Tony Gaskins, our mentor. And it's another guy. I forgot his name. But those men that we just named, they do talk about women and how crazy we are and things we do we're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. And then you have us. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, most of the women are geared to listening to men. And then you have the Kevin Samuel. Now, I've read Derrick Jackson's book. You know, he's going through an infidelity thing right now, which is okay, you know, he's human. I've read Steve Harvey's books. I've read Steven Speaks books. I went to their forums. I actually saw those men speak. Like, I see them on a stage talking to a number of women. Mm-hmm. Where he at though? Where's his platform on YouTube? And y'all making him rich.
Maybe he was getting dressed.
Let me drink my Starbucks, not sponsored, but very good. Okay, so he has and does. Can you use emasculate for women? I don't think so.
I just want to say that he is, what he's doing is basically being an imposter. So he poses as a fashion stylist, a celebrity fashion stylist, and then for whatever reason, these women are drawn to him. And what he does is he rates women. So basically, he rates a woman based on the way they look, the amount of children they have, and their careers, and the way they look, their size, their stature, hair, makeup, and the amount of children that they have.
And if you got a kid, you are done.
Okay. So he basically tears women down.
All the way down.
With no intention or plan to give them tools to help them come back up. Because sometimes you got to peel off the outer layers.
Because we do it.
To get to the core of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do that.
No.
He just goes for the jugular.
The jugular, the heart, everything. So my intake, right? If you have followed us and listened to what we talk about, we always beat up the women more than and some of my fans be like, oh, you're always on the men's side. So I get some of the stuff that what he thinks he's doing, but it's coming with malice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that there are some men that are out of certain women's leagues. I do believe that, just like vice versa. I do believe that if you don't have your ducks in order and that you don't have a certain career or certain thing going on for yourself, that you shouldn't be looking for that in a certain man. I believe that. But what he's trying to say is that if you're more than a size 8, you have any kids, no matter how old they are, and what else? Oh, and if you don't have, the matter of fact, it don't even matter if you got a degree or not, because the woman was 7 figures and she wanted a 7-figure man. Remember? The famous one that made him famous, you're average at best. You're a 6 at best.
Yeah.
So what he does is like he tears you down. If I go to you and go, sister, you doing this, you doing that, you're a fool for being with this man, you deserve better. And then I just close the door and leave you with that.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He gives you pain, but he doesn't give you a painkiller. And for all y'all that following him and making this Negro YouTube famous, you're missing the point. It's not a point. It's not the fact of you telling a woman certain stuff. You can't speak for every man. That's one. The other day he said on Joe, Oprah asked for you to be fit, to be to be a certain size and have no kids. Is that too much to ask for? So the guys, instead of really wanting to go against him, they was like, well, you can't say that about the kids because kids these days have, women have kids.
Well, okay? Also, we're not going to exempt the part about him just being disgusting in his demeanor toward women.
Very nasty.
So not only are you
if you're pretty, he's not though.
Your own rating system. I don't want to say that because there have been beautiful women that I've seen him talking to that
if they're 8 and above, he will talk to them nice.
Only if they're listening.
You remember Tommy from
But
Love and Hip Hop?
if they get, yeah, that was Tommy. But remember the girl that he was like, oh, you listening, you rolling your eyes all up in your head. That girl was beautiful.
She was beautiful, but he was mad at the fact how she acted, though.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
he didn't give her attention. He wasn't nice to her because
he wasn't
how she looked.
But he
had a problem with the fact that she wasn't submissive to what he was saying,
and
that when he was and then when he was basically disrespecting her, she was trying to keep her composure, but it was showing on her face, and he had a problem with that.
He called her a broad.
So right, and then banged on her
all the way,
and then banged on her. So but when you sit with men, you civilized.
He was very civilized.
You don't want to rise up.
Nope. And Tommy too. Tommy was loving him is the most ratchetest. The same woman that he say no men want. He told her, "Oh, you cannot be." What he said, you won't have a bad date. You can be a 7 or 6 on a bad day. Why? Because it was for clout. Because she has 1 million followers. So having her on his show did him some justice. Mm-hmm. She said, she said, I go out there and do what I need to do on the block. He didn't say nothing to her like, oh, you wrong for selling your body. None of that. He told me he gonna take her to lunch. So again, now I'm gonna go biblical. Me and my friend talked about this. And I don't know scripture, but I'll put it in our comments. There's a scripture in the beginning of Genesis when Eve was sitting at the tree and the serpent came and talked to her, and the reason why we're going through what we're going through is because of the disobedience at the tree. And it would say that as women we will have excruciating pain through childbirth, and that the serpent will bite our heel, right? There's also another part in there that goes that men, your husband will lord over you. So what is it saying is that yes, there's going to be a part in our lives that no matter what we do, men will have a certain influence. We will always want to be gravitated even to the negative. So that's why when we're out there getting our butts beat or being disrespected, we still have this drawing. So the women that are coming to, but the women come to my show. Sir, they're coming to your show because they feel like they're strong enough to go against your disrespect, but because they don't know who they are and they're trying to fight him, he comes with this stuff.
And you watch them shrink.
And I've seen it.
If you look at them, you just see them
yes,
shrinking as he's speaking. And it's disgusting.
Horrible.
What's his name?
Kevin Samuels.
Oh. I can't even keep his name in my head.
So let me tell you something. Y'all on here talking about, oh, keep him, oh, he's smart, he's the truth. He's not the truth. Because if you are a real life coach like we are, or you a therapist or a counselor, you would know that you do not bring up certain stuff to people without giving them a recourse on how to make it better. Women are like, oh, he helped my marriage. How? Were you getting your butt whipped? How? Yes, he could be real, and I hear what he's saying, but he's not doing it. Something is wrong with him. He has issues with women, and there's a generation, like we said before, of men that hate women, and he is the leader of it. And it's sad. And it hurts me because as a counselor and as a life coach, that we sit here and we build you up and tell you what's wrong. We got to come and do damage control on his behalf because your women are sitting here listening to him. Don't go on his show if you are not strong enough. Please.
Don't go on his show at all unless you want to be styled.
He's not styling nobody. He don't be in no store or nothing. He get on my nerve.
Confused because I don't know. But yeah, so the other part of that is for the men that agree with his comments and his actions and his ways and talk about he just keeping it real, he's saying what most people won't say, then that makes you very questionable as well. And
yep.
I say that because if in your mind it's okay to pick apart a female because you're disgruntled,
like Thanksgiving turkey,
about whatever it is you're disgruntled about, that's ridiculous and it's inhumane.
It is. It's hurtful. And I want to say this again. I don't care. Like, I realize that on YouTube, Instagram, y'all walk around here and follow people that do the dumbest things, say the dumbest things, and obviously you're following people that say the most hurtful things. Confidence is a walk. It's not a size. It's not a style. And he don't get to tell no person that they don't deserve what they feel they deserve because of a size and because that you got kids. And one guy was going back and forth with me because I said to him, I said, when you do that, you don't even know the woman that's before you. You don't know if she got raped and instead of her throwing her baby away, she kept her baby, or the family made her kept her, or she got molested, or the guy promised her marriage or was married and he got killed. So who are you to say that because you got a kid that makes you less than one kid?
I mean, well,
he left his wife with a child. How about that?
So you see, here's the thing about
Come
that.
on, no.
So people in general, I'm not even gonna just put that on men because there are other women that make women feel bad about having children out of wedlock, before their time, before their adulthood, and so these things are just regular generational conversations to me that are being passed on. That's how I look at it. I can't get more mad at a man or a female for saying it because people say that. People feel like, oh, well, she was fast or this was happening. And my comeback is always, I don't believe that most women lay down and be like, oh, I'm getting this baby today. Like,
no.
Especially if you're not married and if you're underage, So that whole thing, that's a thing. And this is I have to just say it because it completes my conversation, but then it goes back to Black Lives Matter. Hi, starts with us. It starts with us. We pick each other apart. We beat each other down. We tear each other down. We disrespect each other. We kill each other. And it starts with us. And women, it starts with you. It starts with you. None of this can be done without you because we are the ones that procreate. We are the ones that nurture. We are the ones that put the seed is in us.
Maybe his mother should have used a condom.
I think the stork brought him.
No, ain't no damn stork.
The stork brought him.
No. If your mother used a condom, sir, you wouldn't have been here.
That's not nice.
What?
The stork brought him.
What stork?
Just say the stork.
Ain't no stork even in there. No. Look, sir, some of y'all should have been swallowed. About that. Yeah, I said it. Ma'am. He disrespectful. I'm just saying.
He's just yeah. I have no respect for him, and and you guys that are following him clearly have issues with your moms, issues with the women that y'all have been with, issues with whoever raised you. If somebody raised you, you know.
Raised by wolves.
Right, like Martin was saying.
Raised by wolves.
But I'm wondering if a lot of the men that follow him and agree with him were like brought up in a system or broken homes or, you know, had an issue with the mother or something like that, because I don't understand how it is that you can agree with him and you're mentally healthy.
Your perception is distorted.
It's off. It's off.
One man was like, oh, well, you can't, like a kid. He's like, because he goes, if you got, and we say this, if you got traumas and mental issues, yes, it's not a man's responsibility to be a therapist. It's like it's not us to be a counselor. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I agree that we all need to be on somebody's couch. I agree that we all need counseling and coaching. Yeah. We can't be coaches without being coached. It goes hand in hand. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to watch this man when he chooses to be nice and when he chooses to be nasty. He said amongst all the men on the Joe Budden's podcast, and he was very civilized to the point that I was like, oh, I actually watched the whole thing because I wanted material for one, and just to see how he acts amongst men.
He's an opportunist. And then if you even Google
they got him, 1 million views because of this man. And just because he got people that actually say they like him, he thinks he's winning.
He's a
narcissist.
If you look on Google or you actually go through, you know, the internet and actually do some research on him, first of all,
it's not much to find.
It is not much to find. He's always posted up in some store,
outside some store,
a building, taking pictures by himself. If he's coaching, where are your speeches, sir?
He's not a coach.
I'm just saying.
He's not a coach. Where
is a speeches?
Fashion consultant.
Where are your clients? The last place he worked before he got on YouTube was like a Mexican restaurant in Texas, sir. I'm just trying to say, like, you talking real big, like a big boy, and you don't really have nothing following you.
He said he got a big. He told one guy he got a big, so that's why, you know, that's what him said. I'm just saying.
Okay. And to me, he doesn't even look very masculine.
Oh, don't say that, because he's saying that's what people say when they mad.
No, that's not what people say when they mad. That's what people see when they see.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just going by what he said.
I'm just saying. Just like he got a system.
Yeah.
Rape.
Yeah, we got eyes.
Hi. Hello.
We got eyes.
And maybe, you know, again, because the stalk brought you, you might not have the balance of who you are as a man. I don't know. But I'm just saying that, again, we follow and approve nonsense. But then we want people to take us serious. These are
they don't care anymore.
What he does, that man is demonic.
I didn't want to say it.
The hate that's in him.
It is.
The hate is pure hate that's in him.
It's no help.
I've seen men that have issues with women, but his is to the max.
It is. And y'all don't understand that. You don't get women. I'm talking to you because I'm waiting for the men's responses on this. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to be careful who you allow to speak into your ear, because we are natural nurturers and we are to be submissive to men. It's a natural thing. It's biblical. There's no getting around it. But you have to choose who you're going to listen to and who you're going to allow to speak and be influential in your life. Because you can sit amongst a man that's a stranger to you and he makes you crumble because you had the 100% self-esteem when you first came on there. Because you who are you to tell me that I'm 7 figures, and because I decided to put on makeup and a little bit of hair, that because I don't want to, that's not that every man want a natural, that I don't deserve, get an average man? But
what about
the woman with the one kid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about that one kid she got, right? And this I could tell that he only wants
to kid is celibate.
Yeah, she want to be celibate. She don't want to give herself up, so she want to be born again and hold on for marriage, because she may have known in herself that she made some mistakes. What's wrong with that? You know what he tells her? Oh, you got kids already? A whole person came out of you. You need to give it up as much as possible.
That's what he said.
What the?
What did he say?
Who? Are you? Do you think? Who are you? Who says that to somebody? And y'all listening to that? And then he like, oh, well, what kind of degree you got? He was asking her because he assumed by looking at her that she didn't have no degree. So he already had in his mind pre-calculated what his next response was going to be. Mm-hmm. And Missy had a master's. Mm-hmm. And guess what he said after that? Oh, well, that's still not going to get you into the whatever thing he says about the place you need to be, that's acceptance of a man that you want. Yeah. So he was already cut short because he had something else to say to demean her. Mm-hmm. But she came as, I have a master's and I'm still in school. And he called me because that's not what he wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. This man is not helping nobody. And I'm not coming on here to my canceling him. I don't care. But what I'm trying to do is protect the hearts of my women because this is our responsibility. Yeah. Like, again, Black Lives Matter.
And but how can men? Y'all men, y'all doing y'all stuff a disservice because y'all sitting back listening to an idiot that doesn't want anything good for anybody but himself. Because what he's doing is for self-gain. It's for self-gain. Y'all not benefiting from it. Y'all not finding y'all queens from it. Y'all not sleeping well at night from it. Because don't nobody like to sleep cold and lonely.
Yeah, but those are the men that out here are doing what they're doing
because they're insecure. It all go back to insecurity. It all go when you are abusive to someone, whether it's physically, emotionally,
mentally,
whatever,
spiritually.
When you are able to abuse another person or disrespect another person, it's your insecurity that leads you to do that. Because when you are insecure with you,
how dare you?
You don't even care. Let me tell you something.
He's not insecure.
Coming from someone that used to be very insecure, and even I still struggle with insecurities, I have gotten to a place now where, because I'm more secure, I'm not even fazed by most things. I have mastered talking to people.
Yes.
Or people talking to me, and I don't hear a word they saying.
Hello.
But I'm looking right in their eyes because I want to give them attention and some kind of respect. You understand? But I'm not moved. So when you're moved to do things for your personal gain, there's an engine running that. That is no way you can be coming from a pure place and ripping people apart in the process.
He gets mad at somebody, the lady, he was, and then the thing about it is that the women are trying to not disrespect him, even though he's disrespecting him. Oh, how do you come to somebody's house and you just, let me listen, if I walk to somebody's house and I came in and took my shoes off at the door, fold my coat up and sat in the middle of their couch and they decided to rip me for nothing. Oh, you think I'm still gonna be respectful in your house? You're gonna kick me out, and that's what he does. As soon as they start rearing up and trying to defend themselves, and one girl's like, oh, I just came on here for advice and you're being mean. I'm being mean. You know what? I'm tired of your broads. Who says that? Ain't that 60? I'm tired of you broads coming on my show telling me I'm mean. Then he said, get the F off my show. He got angry. How you get angry because somebody saying you're being mean? Yeah. You are. But you can't be angry because somebody said that.
Again.
He went overboard with it.
His energy is very feminine. And before we decided to record this, I was angry watching him. And I had a few choice words.
It took 3 months for us to do this.
But I decided that I am not going to go there. Because he's not worth my integrity. He's not.
But he's hurting the women that we're trying to pull in.
But women, it start with you, baby.
We coming for the broken hearted, and this man is. I just see y'all like this. Y'all come smiling and y'all got the sad, and then he say one thing. So you got a man that you don't even effing know, breaking you down. What you got going on at home? Maybe that's really the reason why you are single. Because you can't even stand up to a stranger. Yeah,
because insecurity is like a pheromone. And there are a lot of men attracted to it, honey. They know how to sift.
He's selective. You know I respect? We from the streets, okay? Let's be real. I respect the dude that every time I pass him, I know he probably will rob me versus one that hold my bag for me one day and then next day he rob me. Hold my bag the next day, next one he rob me. He's selective of who he want to be mean to, who he like to talk to, and who he gonna say what he want to say. That man sat on the couch. You could watch it for yourself. You sat on the couch with them, and then they weak too because they sat there because of the 1 million followers, knowing they're gonna get more money, and they wouldn't even defend so much. Some of them was like, "Oh, I don't know about the kid thing." Joe Budden didn't make no sense to me because he was saying he was trying to bring up certain stuff that was defending the women, but he still kind of like.
Because they wanted him to talk. Yeah, because it's views. People are gravitating.
And I'm watching the comments. Cool. Because he know about Dr. Such and Such. Oh, rest in peace to Latrice. That's another guy that was real. But being real, just like David Chappelle said, when being real goes wrong, you get on the show for clout, for money, and you're hurting women. You're black women, and you're hurting them, and you're okay with that. Because you don't want to go sit on somebody's couch. Because your mama didn't hug you enough.
Let me tell you something.
Okay? No, seriously, because this is
the
just too much.
Being real,
it's too much.
Statement, comment, whatever, is always taken out of context. and this is something that I had to learn, because I have been all my life a straight shooter, shoot straight from the hip. That's just how I'm wired. And I would say things that were true things, but in a hurtful way. Because in my mind, I'm going, well, I mean, I'm telling the truth. Not always the right thing to do.
But you're hurting people in the process, and that's...
You can't hurt people in the process.
You can't.
So delivery, for one, is everything. And just because you're being real doesn't mean you have to be vindictive.
That word.
You don't, that is not necessary. Again, these are things that cause extra energy in you, and they're driven by a force. And there's nothing pure about those forces. So I want to just put it out there. What's his name again?
Kevin, the Devil Samuels.
Beelzebub. If you...
Don't say his name 3 times, he might appear.
You're right, like Candyman.
Read the juice.
So, Beelzebub, I just want to say to you...
Don't say his name again.
That,
Go get some sage.
I really can't remember his name, yo. I can't. I'm just saying to you that don't think because I didn't go there that I can't go there. Because, I could go there. I could party and rock on and lock on right in with you, bruh.
It's 1999.
Let me tell you.
All night long, like Lionel Richie.
However, I'm not what you want on that level. I don't think I'm what you want in any kind of way, but I'm just saying, I could go there.
Oh no, he wanted shit.
No. I'm not even talking about, I wasn't even talking about that.
Oh.
I'm talking about, relational or anything. I don't think I don't think we what you want, which is why I think you're so disgruntled. However, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I just want you to know, sir, that if you would like to have, a pissing contest, pick me.
Pick me.
Pick me, please. Ladies, tag me in.
Right, you go. You go and you go.
Tag me in. So yeah, like this is, again, I came on, I was like, I'm gonna watch my words. I'm not gonna be so abrasive. I'm not gonna be so aggressive, but it's there. It's definitely there. And it won't be loud, and it won't be cursing, because my demeanor is not of such, babe. So
sorry, I feel that.
Yeah, well, she's high, I'm chill, okay? Like this, okay? I did attendance today. The chill people are present, so that's where I'm at. Now, depending on the day, I don't know. I check with them every day, but I'm just saying. Every dog has its day.
I ain't even gonna call him a dog.
And some have too. He just remind me of that big demon dog, that you see,
with
the horns and the snot.
It's just no joking, but it's really horrible.
Ladies, you gotta guard your hearts. You gotta guard your ears. You cannot just sit and fall subject to. Even when you're just listening and you're not chiming in, that is seeds that are being planted.
If you're not strong enough to withhold what you're hearing. Because it's I'm sorry. Like I said, his point of telling a woman that her caliber is too high, I cannot, and I'm being realist, not take away from that, because we have done that. You're on here, you're not dressed, you don't take care of yourself, you're going outside any kind of way, but then you're looking for this whatever figure man. It's not happening. It's not happening.
That's a pet peeve.
You're in a relationship, but you wonder why it's going on because you're walking around here looking like 11-year-old, like an and said, we get that. But for you to sit up there and say that every woman has to be eye candy in order to be picked by a certain caliber of man, sir, something's wrong.
Who are
That's
you
not true.
To decide whose eye candy
That's not true.
Who?
That's not true, because half of us ain't looking for no 7-figure man. So first of all, and half of the men you talking to ain't 7 figures, and those ain't on your podcast because you can't tell them nothing.
It's a different topic.
So no, because that's who he think he's talking to.
7-figure people are not sitting listening to you.
Exactly. So this is what you're making a mistake of. He's telling a woman that she want a 7-figure man, and if she got 7 figures, he ain't making 7 figures.
And you know what I just realized?
Please.
The women that are on there are probably sitting there and watching the comments of the men that are on there, and that's why they're agreeing with him, because the group of men that follow him and that agree with him. So it's a possibility that when he's speaking to these women and those men are commenting, they're going with the majority and like, oh, men really think like this, and so that's why they agree with them. But babes, so if your man is,
but they got blue checks on YouTube, and wasn't they?
Girl,
don't they got the little circles?
It's not even that. I'm just
I'm trying to
saying.
make a point. Don't they have a little circle with a check to let you know somebody's a celebrity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go down his comments and see how many of those people you're gonna find.
That's
on
my point.
That's my point.
So
you're not gonna find a lot.
The men that are sitting and watching, they probably on break at their little security job.
So he's giving you a delusional advice.
They might got 5
Please.
figures.
5 figures. 5 hands.
4.5. I don't know. But these are things that you need to pay attention to.
But that's okay if that's the case. But don't tell a woman that she can't go after a certain caliber of man if she's successful because she made a mistake as being a child, a teenage mom, or got married and divorced or widowed. You can't. How dare you sit there and tell a woman because she had a child that her life was over? And that's what he's basically saying.
Your life.
You got women already feeling bad, like, oh, I got 2 kids or 3 kids by one guy. He left me. We was together for 15 years. Now he gone. I'm left with the kids. Nobody want me. And he like on the corner with his hooves. Yep, you might as well go out there and sleep with everybody because nobody wants you. Check. Oh, and you a size 10, girl, bye.
2 checks for BDB. You know, he bringing everybody.
You got 7 figures. You making over $500,000 a year because you got a pet grooming business. Oh, and you a 5, girl, bye. You ugly and you need to find yourself a sanitation worker.
Ridiculous.
Because the men are not looking for you. But then she goes, but then this is her little self-esteem that she had for herself. Mm-hmm. But my body, oh, no, nobody care about your body. You know how many ugly chicks I see with banging bodies that got these men? So who are you talking to, sir? Who?
I mean, this chick.
Who?
But nobody's think I'm in. I mean,
come on, let's be real. And y'all men are not saying nothing because y'all know that. And then here go again. And this is where women get in trouble. There are some men that don't like big girls. Mm-hmm. And there are some men that like big girls behind closed doors. So whether you're sleeping with a big girl behind closed door in front of somebody else, you playing yourself because now you're using her for the thing that y'all men say y'all don't like. So big girls, next time a dude try to play and take a picture. Because they out here.
Yeah. And I'm just
and it's horrible.
I'm gonna put it out there.
Please. So, all you do is use us for whatever y'all want to use us
that's
for.
What they do.
And enough is enough.
But we have to stop it. We allow it to happen. We allow it to happen. I mean, I'm not a curvy girl. I'm shaped like SpongeBob. I don't have no hips.
You got booty.
I don't got
no booty coming up.
No, I mean, yeah, because I'm doing squats, you know.
You like SpongeBob
it's
cousin
there.
from down south.
So like
you're not like city SpongeBob, you're like down south SpongeBob. Got a little something coming in. Don't do that to yourself.
I'm just trying to say.
Don't do that to yourself.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is my 2nd marriage. I came into this marriage with 3 children.
This is my 0 marriage.
Grown children.
Grown.
You know, my youngest is a teenager, but the other 2 are in their 20s. And we just going on 3 years. So, and I've come from a relationship where I was made to feel like nobody wanted me because I had kids.
And
like nobody
would
be, and you will believe it. But you have to do the work in you. You have to do the work in you. And you have to stop scouting. You have to stop scouting and date. It's okay to date because that's another thing that people talk about. I hear people talk about Steve Harvey's daughter. Oh, child, she be doing this one and dating this one.
But
that don't mean she's sleeping with everybody she dating. That's exactly what she's supposed to be doing. Gaining information.
Like her father told her to do.
Gaining information. That way you have a choice. You've had different species, so you find what you like. That way when your king comes to propose, you can make a sound decision and you don't just say yes because somebody asked you to marry them. Because it's not a walk in the park if you're doing it the right way. I'm just saying.
Tell them, please. Let them know.
So don't allow anybody to tell you that you're not worth something because you had children. I had my first child when I was 15. I had 2 kids by the time I was 21. Before I was 30, I had 3 kids. And sir, what?
He gonna rag you.
What's his name again? He's said you're not supposed to say. Well, I only said it twice.
Right.
You said it
No
once.
more time.
But I'm just
Kevin
saying.
saying-
I don't. Come, sir, please, if that's what you want to do. But I'm very happily married. Number 2, he's extremely happily married
And successful.
and successful.
That part. So whatever you talking about,
There's no
Sarah,
lack.
It doesn't make sense.
You're a liar from the pits of hell,
All the way down there.
wherever hell is. Because I don't believe it's under, people always look down through the ground. Hell is here.
It's right here.
It's right here on the surface.
Mm-hmm. I saw him today. He did a little 60-minute skit. He like, oh, people walking around the street, they want to take pictures with me, and the women are loving it. So I'm just telling everybody, don't worry about what the naysayers say. Don't worry about the haters. Because you got 5 or 7 people that's telling you what you're saying is okay. You happy about
Sir, you're the hater.
that? No, he's not the hater. He's real.
You're the
real
hater.
like Monique.
You are the hater.
Girl, he real. He
You
said,
sit up
He said
there.
Beyonce. He said Beyonce was an 8, Rihanna was a 10, Kelly Rowland is a 9.
You sit up there in your double-breasted suits with your man girdle on, because I see the breast, bruh. And you're a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater. You can't take a strong woman. You can't take an opinionated woman. A real
he
man.
said that. He said that was the thing that I realized.
Yeah.
It was in 48 minutes into the park because I made a notation. It started talking about because women, they sit there and they say this to a man like whoever did it to him. I don't know what age he was.
The stalk.
About a woman doing something and got us out here doing all this stuff and then get nothing back. He's bitter about something. I don't know what happened to it in his marriage, and I don't want to go about rumors what was been said about how this relationship with his own daughter is. But when you, as a life coach and as a person, psychologist in psychology, you would know that you got to see certain stuff in somebody. It's with malice. It has no resolution when he's telling you something. And then he is so into, this is my show, I'm the man, you're the woman, shut the F up, and you're gonna listen to what I gotta say. And if you dare say something back to me, bitch, I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's him.
And da. And that's, y'all squirming down in the seat like the, what is it, the Wicked Witch of the West of the Oz, down in the toilet? How? We don't emasculate on him, but he's an a-hole all across the board.
Yes. And
you're sitting there listening to, and the women are sitting there talking about, he's
laughing.
good.
It's not cute.
Where they're doing that on his, and you're following him. 400 and some followers. He's the truth. We gotta protect him. Don't cancel him. And I'm sitting there going, you know what? Maybe I'm missing something. I'm like, what is it important? Wait, why am I not liking this man? Am I wrong?
I don't even care if he's canceled or not.
No, but I'm just saying they trying to say don't cancel him, protect him. You gotta, because he's real. He's spitting the knowledge. What knowledge? Because he knows a famous psychologist that talks the same truth, but got a degree. What knowledge is it?
But again, life is all about perspective.
Nobody teaches you to hurt nobody. Nobody teaches you to pick women apart, your own race or any race apart. That's taught through an individual that was in your life or wasn't in your life. Yep. You're not born with that. That man has a way of, you got to watch him. He sat there on the podcast and talked to that man like he had sins. But then when he talked to a woman, it's a whole nother thing. He put on a whole nother suit.
Yeah. And
y'all sitting there listening to this bull crap. And y'all making him YouTube famous. Y'all follow the dumbest I see in my life. I'm like, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
He got more followers than cat videos.
That's ridiculous.
For being nasty. Because y'all got men out here that don't want to say it, and y'all, because he's not breaking the bro code, y'all love that. But y'all want to down Steve Harvey and Derrick Jackson and Steven Speaks. You want to down them because God has touched their heart and told them the right thing to say to a woman. Yeah. No, you don't have to hold our hand when we going through traumas. But you got to understand it. And no, we don't got to take y'all in either. No, but you have a right to pick who you want to pick, but you don't have a right to disrespect and break a woman down because you got issues. You don't get to do that. Period.
And a real man, a strong man,
come on,
doesn't need his woman to be quiet, to be silent, to not speak, to not work, to not, be bold, be beautiful. A real man can be in the background handling the business, and he's not bothered by any of those things. Ask me how I know.
How?
And then men will say, because I've heard this, oh, well, guys that's like that, they probably punks or nerds or whatever. No, they're secure. So they're not bothered by the little stuff. Because when you're secure, you're not easily bothered. It's not rocket science. And that's around the board. That's male or female. When you're secured, you're not heightened by things. When you're heightened by something, you got to look into that area because it's something in that space that makes you insecure.
The only thing that man said that I agree with was the fact that the women call him.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm trying to understand why. You don't watch his videos. You've seen that every woman that ever had an opinion or tried to have any backbone, it was pulled out from the top of her neck. But yet, y'all keep calling his show because y'all think that you're strong enough. You're not going to make a fool out of him because he's already making a fool out of himself. And then at the end of the day, you're sitting at home trying to figure out life because he done stripped you.
You know what
this is the reason. No, this is the reason why you got women that are walking around here killing their kids because they feel like a man don't want them, so they erase their kids because of.
It's the I can change.
Oh man, I'm telling you,
it's look, I can change him syndrome.
Bishop, I'm sorry if you watch this. I'm so sorry.
It's the I could change.
Forgive
him
me, please.
That's what it is. I could change him. It's something that I have that can change him. When I say what I say, how I say it, it's gonna change him. You can't change him. When he's that rotten, because he's spoiled rotten on the inside.
It ain't even a change. They just think they can go against it.
Soft banana on the inside. Okay.
There's no need to call him and go against. Because all you're gonna do is play the video and you look crazy.
No, I'm just saying this is what's happening because we have a lot of women have the I can change him syndrome. How many women stay in bad
That's in general. You're right.
Yeah. You think there's something special about you that's gonna fix this spoiled part of this person.
No. That's not your job. And guess what? When they're stronger in energy, it pulls you.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here, done lost everything you ever came in with.
Yep.
Because they're stronger. Men are stronger in certain aspects. Until you learn that, don't play with the fire.
Don't play with the fire.
You got to know what you're dealing with.
Yep.
You got to know what you're dealing with. I watched that man, and I can't believe it. I've sat amongst the greatest of speakers that tear women up, but by the time we're crying and leaving, there's something left.
It's hope.
I sit amongst my bishop. He be like, "You silly women, and you silly this, and you buy this," and you be like, "I didn't know I was being silly." You hurt, but before we leave out that church, best believe he gave us a reason to not be silly again. What are you doing? This man don't leave you with nothing. Well, what he leaves you? Well, you go and have sex with as many men as you can because a whole person came out of you. Right. Because you're ugly, or because I think you're ugly, you might as well go get you an average guy. Who cares about the 7 feet? We already know that men don't care about women's finances. No. We know that. Yeah. To be honest, y'all wouldn't want women that don't have more than y'all because that's your insecurity.
Control.
Y'all rather her stay home because y'all want to control the certain stuff. But so y'all won't pick a woman like us. Y'all don't want no 7-figure chicks. Y'all really don't. You don't want her to come with her Range Rover and her Escalade already. You want to buy the car. That's insecurity, like she was saying.
It's insecure.
That's what it is. You don't want us to come already ready-made, come with a house and go, well, I'll sell my house or condo and we could buy one together. You want me to come living with my mom or have kids, and then for us that don't have kids, we get exiled for that. So choose us. You want us to have kids or you don't want us to have kids? Because we got kids, that means we was giving up too much. And if we don't got kids, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't got no kids?
You can't have kids and be plus size.
Girl,
cursing now, girl. You crazy?
What?
You can't do that.
Jesus.
And by the way, from his perspective, plus size is anybody over 8.
Yeah.
Over size 8. So yeah.
This is who you clicking and following, right? Mm-hmm. This is who you clicking and following. This, a person that's leaving women depleted and hurting. But then if we again, Black Lives Matter, if we can't find protection
and our
own men, you hating me like our counterparts hate us because of who my sex and my color of me are. And a size. My size ain't got nothing to do with you. And I don't put it on you or a ladder of. But you're going to get in touch because you got the system. I've never heard him say man. All he do is say man. He's never say sis or anything that's uplifting.
You can look in his face and tell he's disgusted.
It's a click on. Yeah.
He speaks to a woman.
Yeah.
It's
like
it's
true.
Darkness in his eyes.
It's true.
His eyes
it's so true.
Everything.
So
you
true.
Can see it.
So true.
You can see it.
I don't even ever see you smile at anybody.
Yeah,
he laughed. Oh, he laughed with Tommy though. He laughed with her.
Clout.
He said
chaser.
She can't be ugly on a bad day.
Clout chaser.
And she is the woman that he talks about, but he never disrespected her nothing.
Because that's why she went on there.
And she was getting at him. He talked to her so nice, so calm. I said, oh, he gonna get her. Now, if he would have got her, I probably would have respected his stupidity a little bit more. But the fact that he let her sit there and say what she wanted and be Tommy.
I don't know about respect, but you could be like, okay, at least he's not biased.
No, what I'm trying to say is I'm disrespecting his stupidity, meaning he is who he is. I respect it, realness, right? Like if he's not wavering. Mm-hmm. So I want to, if you're gonna get on all women, that's what I'm trying to say. It's fake. It's a particular thing. Something happened. He must have was ugly as a kid and pretty women rejected him or something, or vice versa. And now he just.
I don't think he's that handsome now.
I never said he was. I'm just saying he could have been. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, perspective. Like somebody might look at him and think he's handsome.
Well, he said he dates. So.
Okay. Who though?
I don't know. I don't care.
Because again, you celebrity, right? People take pictures all the time. All you got is pictures in front of buildings and
he got a website that don't even got nothing on it. Why don't you go to his website? Just go to his website and see what you click and see the number you have reached.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's sad that people bored. They don't even do their research. They just follow me. Like little 3 blind mice. Oh, he's a jerk. I want to follow him. Follow.
Attracted.
I can't wait to see him hurt somebody else. Follow.
Because the negative is stronger.
I can't wait to see him. Just another woman that think they're cute. Follow.
Like attracts like. Like attracts like. Whether it's positive or negative, it's gonna attract each other.
I don't like you, sir. Just want to let you know, I don't. I pray for you because I'm supposed to do that, but you need to get some help. You really do, because you on here thinking that man.
I ain't gonna lie and say I prayed for you, sir. I didn't. I should.
Because it gotta go. It gotta go.
It's very.
And it's sad, but unfortunately, his day will end. And I'm not talking about him dying or anything like that.
No.
Because
it's gonna be short-lived.
It's going to be because you can't keep doing that. Mm-hmm. The universe and God is not even lined up like that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Because something's going to fall in his hands that's going to be very judgmental, and it's going to be because of whatever this unhealed thing in him. Because he's like, oh, we don't have to suffer you because you're going through stuff. You're right. You don't. You don't. But people traumas don't go away. You do therapy to cope with the traumas. But there's always a click off that can happen.
But he puts his trauma on other people daily.
He ain't got no trauma.
Daily you put it on other people. Because you are certified. You probably on medication and everything.
I would love to be a fly in his house.
And if you're not, you should be. Because you are a psychopath.
He leaves a whole wife with a child and then tells somebody that they shouldn't have kids. He's divorced and left his wife. So now she's unworthy of love against her because she's left with your beautiful daughter. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling your daughter? You're telling your daughter that she was a mistake because her father and mother's not together anymore?
Again,
is that what you're saying? Because that's what you're saying.
Hurt people.
Because your daughter has to hear that.
Hurt people.
So now her mother's unworthy because you left her with her.
Hurt.
So what does that make your daughter? Is she a mistake because y'all two got together when you maybe was normal then? So tell me that. How about that part? Because you said just find somebody that have no kids. That's all we asked, but you left somebody with a kid. So what does that say for you? How does that look for your daughter? and you a father to a beautiful daughter.
And then you're on social media because you know this stuff don't go away.
No, it don't go nowhere.
For years to come, these videos will be at.
They say he don't pay child support for his daughter. That's what they said.
I mean, again, he don't got no website.
He got a website. He does not act like that.
He not dressing nobody.
He dressed himself up.
And he was working at the Mexican restaurant, so he ain't got no pension either.
Was that Ohio?
Oh. Texas, I think.
Oh, one of them places. But he okay. He is YouTube famous. People following him, waiting for his show. I had to come in today. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm tired.
And let me just be clear. I need to be clear real quick.
Can somebody give me another Trenta?
So
somebody say, give me another Trenta.
Nobody is disgruntled because he's YouTube famous. Because there's room for everybody. So that's not what this is about either. For those that may watch and be like, oh, they just met. No, we just started really.
We did. We got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Books, things like that.
Yeah. Degrees, families,
certifications,
licenses,
tours.
Yeah. I mean, so
Google me. Because we wealthy. Google me. Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, this is not about YouTube followers or Instagram followers. Like, this is so not about that.
It's not.
Like, just keeping it
we
100. We, in the last 2 months, have just really locked in and, are really trying to stay diligent on this journey. So it's only been 2 months.
I mean, like, so they love stupid stuff. They gotta love us. They gotta love real stuff.
Previous videos where we wanted to start and
we have like 20 videos that we didn't put up.
Yeah, life got in the way. Facebook. I mean, we have stuff up there now, but it's all life got in the way. We laying across the bed. We chit chatting, But yeah, so it's not about that. It's really not about that. I just want to make that clear. And I welcome all challengers. I welcome all questions. I welcome all.
She the troublemaker. She just said she cool. I ain't saying nothing, but come with it.
We welcome.
Come with it.
All questions, all comments, all emails.
I don't even smoke cigarette, but I want all the smoke, all of it.
DMs, feel free to share how you feel. Please.
girltalknochaser@gmail.com.
Feel free.
You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on IG. Just follow.
You can follow our personal page if you want.
Yeah. You sure can.
Nick West Hendricks on Instagram. Nicole West Hendricks on Facebook. Like, do what you want to do. I'm saying. I would love to hear from anyone who would just like to speak on this. I do random lives.
Those are handles right there.
I do random lives. If you you wanna hit me up, I wanna go live so we could talk.
All our handles. See them? You want a handle? You want it? Yeah, I want a handle.
It's all good, But ladies, let's do it.
We're not trying to be abrasive.
No.
We're not passive aggressive. We passive aggressive. We give you a pass so we won't become aggressive.
I'm about to say I'm being abrasive.
Abrasive?
I mean, I'm scaling it back, but
she the cool one though.
I am. I'm not gonna be hollering or nothing because I don't do that. But I'm saying what I need to say.
Ladies, you're beautiful. One person, don't let no man that's not worthy to come in your life if he's not building you up. We don't need validation from men. That's one. We should never ever date for validation or need a man to build us up in order to feel beautiful about ourselves. All they supposed to do in a negative or positive is confirm what we believe. So if you can sit with that man and he can tear you down and you listen to him and believe what he's saying because he's a man, then he already confirmed your insecurities in you.
Yeah.
But if you get off that website and be like, I don't care what size I am. Now don't get me wrong. If we are walking around here overweight and stuff like that, we do, if it's not healthy, we should lose weight. We should want to love ourselves. For yourself. Yes, because if you are insecure and you can't stand in the mirror and love every part of you, then maybe it's time to do something about it. Yeah. So we're real at the end of the day. I'm not sitting up there telling you that everything he's saying is not right, but how he portrays it is with malice. It doesn't come with no type of concern for the human woman race when the way he talks. That's my point. So you can sit up there with the bull crap and tell me, oh, he's real. He's a real asshole.
Yeah,
okay?
He's not real.
It's like, bitch. God.
He's real about him.
I'm gonna bleep that out.
Getting ahead. He's real about getting ahead. He's real about his clout. He's real about his image. He's real about what he wants to portray. He's real about getting checks from YouTube because, I mean, after all, you can't die a waiter, you know? So he's real about stuff like that.
Waiting.
I'm just saying.
No waiting.
So yeah, he's trying to get his life together. You guys are helping him do that. Fine. When it's uplifting, cool. When it's funny, cool. When it's breaking people down, that's not cool. That's not cool. It's gonna come back around.
But we run around him mad at
guaranteed.
At the other people that don't see it.
Guaranteed. It's coming back around. Sure whether you said it or not, because you agree with it. That's what you feel. You putting energy into that. You're boosting the battery.
Sure is.
Coming back. It's coming back. You men have daughters. You have nieces. You have sisters.
Mothers.
You have mothers, and it's okay.
It's okay.
This is okay.
It's okay.
Would it be okay if it was one of your loved ones?
Yeah, of course. He's real. He's telling it like it is.
You are raising young men. Is this how you want your young men to think?
Yeah. Yeah, they sure do.
It's not okay.
It helped their marriage, they said.
It's not okay.
Who are you married to, ma'am?
Right. And you know, there's this, I'm going to just say it. For me, I'm not going to lie. I find a man with a slight little bit of arrogance attractive. And that's part of the problem with women.
He arrogant.
That's part of the problem. Some of the stuff we think is cute, but it's little girl cute, not grown woman cute. And it really ain't little girl cute. It's not cute at all. But because of the environments that we come from, our minds are just disrupted. We've been used to being treated like crap for most of our lives that we sit back and we're like, well, you know, maybe this is just what it's supposed to be. And we just find the better part of the spoiled fruit, if you will.
Facts.
So that's all I have to say for now. Mr.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah. I don't know. I cannot remember his name. Yeah. So, Mr. Sir, your day is coming, bruh. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Trust when I tell you. And you know,
fashion consultant. I wanted to be a fashion consultant, and I got all the books. And not one time in one of the books ever told me that I could break down a woman about what she wearing. Now, what you do is you tell them don't wear certain stuff because it doesn't complement your size or your style.
He didn't even get to that.
I don't even see. He didn't even talk about that. He didn't even say stand up and let me see what you got on or how you're dressing.
He didn't talk about that.
How you for a fashion consultant to be in to tear people down like Jaws?
Yeah, that doesn't even matter. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Jay Bolin, love him. Fashion consultant. He dressed stars. He got his own clothing line. And he is immaculate when he does what he have to do. He got videos and
there are even some stylists that I know that are not celebrity status, but they dress people well. Some of us are stylists in our own right.
When you say to somebody, remember the time you was going out for your anniversary and we went to the store, and so my friend at the time has a issue with her midsection.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you insinuate and compliment your assets. Got nice breasts, you wear them, push them up with a little sweetheart cut, a low cut. Boom, you got a weight, you get like a little peplum or something that's loop fitted that goes here and flip out so that it won't bring attention to your stomach. Right. Got beautiful legs, wear a nice little pencil skirt to show you accentuate. If a woman that's dressing like Anonymous the other day about a woman that walking around with her hair looking like a little kid, those are things that you say to somebody that's a fashion consultant.
In regard to style.
You don't tell them about asking them the rating of a number. Because you're trying to tell somebody that if they gotta rate themselves, what rating system? Where are we doing that at?
Like where's it registered or like?
He said it's out there.
Where?
I don't know.
He got a lot of sayings that I don't know.
Oh, you remember the time he did the percentage? He said 56 and then said 57.
Yeah, because he can't count.
That's 100 and That's 103%.
Right.
I didn't know. I thought it was 100%.
It's off the scale, you know.
It's off the scale. I couldn't believe it. I said, this man is crazy.
Yeah. And if you notice, and this is something I noticed, I was looking through those pictures, you never see him in a t-shirt. He always has a double-breasted suit on with a vest underneath.
Because he's dapper.
He has man boobs.
He's dapper.
No, he has boobs.
No, he has a body.
No,
He got, oh. No, he don't. Of course he doesn't. He's slim.
Not man boobs.
He don't got no man boobs. You're lying. I don't believe it.
I looked.
He's a 9.
Screen pictures.
He's a 9.
-9?
No, he's a 9.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. A 9.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
in someone else's eyes, he may be. Just like perspective is everything.
Hit 3 blind mice.
There are men
3
that
blind mice.
I might
Watch how they run.
a 3 to. You know, there are men that might look at me and say I'm a 1. There are also men
Who's
that
gonna
might
say
say I'm a 9 or a 10. I'm just saying, everyone's perspective is different. People's vision is different.
3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. Watch how they run.
Don't let somebody break you down, baby. We got enough things to fight on a daily basis.
That's somebody breaking
And
your spirit.
you bringing people
Yeah.
to beat you up, you know?
If you decide to watch him for entertainment purposes, that's fine.
Or just a comment on here, don't log into your account so it won't get accounted for.
Yeah, please.
I'm just playing. Log into your account is fine. But to those of you that are agreeing and to those of you women that are following his system, yeah, sis, you're not doing yourself any good.
Nope.
And you brothers, y'all need counseling.
Yo, listen, just decipher what's the truth and what's not, because someone's strong opinion is not a fact. Facts and opinions are different, and a lot of people are getting paid and becoming famous off of opinions and 103% averages.
And I just want to add that we all say this is cliche. Opinions are like buttholes and they all point to the ground.
Never heard that.
So,
With that being said,
yeah. Nikki Monique.
Shauna speaks to inspire. The Y coach.
The Y coach is extraordinaire.
And the Y coach is right there.
Yeah.
You can Google me though. Google her, you know.
I actually have certifications.
With a Z.
Yeah, I actually do have a paralegal degree. I actually have a couple of businesses.
A couple.
I actually have a successful marriage.
Marriages.
I'm actually still friends with my ex. Just saying. Even though it went bad, I couldn't be that terrible.
Right.
So, don't allow somebody that has
Please
nothing to make you think that you're not worthy of something.
That's right.
That's the wisdom for today.
And coming from my best-selling book, best-selling author over here.
All right, Monique.
Excuse me. Yeah, Queen of the Damaged Crown. Look it up. It's on Amazon. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Don't let nobody else hold your mirror, girl. And that's on God.
Adjust.
Your crown. Did you get that?
Did you get that?
Did you get
I
that?
want to still pick. Let me give it the other side. All right.
All right.
So yeah. I'm signing off.
Yeah. Scary, been your girl trying to speak to inspire.
And Monique, once again, I love y'all. Let's do better.
And this has been Girl Talk, No Chaser. Have a good night, y'all.
Doodles.
Bye.